Hi, this is Jay from Custom Print Warehouse. We're going to do a quick tutorial on the Forever Dark transfer paper. This is your A foil. Basically, this is what comes out of the white toner printer. You can see that there is white in it. It is minimum just for this design, but you can print full white onto this foil. You also have your B paper, which will heat press onto the A foil, and this white adhesive will only adhere to the toner that's on the A foil. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So basically, we take the two. If you notice, the A foil is a little bit bigger than the B paper, which works perfect because it'll give you something to pull. So we'll do this. We'll press it for me, it's 100 seconds with medium pressure, and then we'll come back and we'll show you the end result of that. So I'm going to hop in here about 10 seconds before we go off, just to let you know. So when this comes off, you have to grab the paper, and you have to do it with one smooth transition. It's kind of stuck to the top of the press, but it'll let me know when it comes off. So basically, you're just one fluid motion, and there it is. So you can see the difference between this and the sheet before we pre-press it. So all the white that was on this paper transfers over to here. So then what we do is we want to go ahead and we want to cut the edges off, because sometimes there is a fine white line or box around the entire film that will adhere to your shirt. Make no mistake about it. Like, you can kind of see it right here, and it goes all the way across. So that will end up on your shirt. If it does, there is a trick to get that off, and I will tell you about that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a shirt. We're going to go ahead and press this live for you. So we have our shirt. So it has a little wrinkles to it. So we'll just pre-press that for like 10 seconds. And then I'll go ahead and take out all the wrinkles. One of the great things about buying shirts wholesale from an actual supplier versus like Michael's is a lot of times you'll get the crease line in the shirt, which will let you know your center. So we'll take our transfer, we'll throw it down. Typically, for me, it's 4 fingers from the top, because I have gigantic fat fingers. So that will kind of give me my placement where it needs to be. I've been doing this for so long, like I can just pretty much eyeball it, but for the video I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. So 30 seconds, medium pressure. We'll go ahead and we'll keep it live. So it's actually a really great option if you're doing one-off shirts, print on demand. The paper runs $200 for 100 sheets of A and 100 sheets of B. Given, if you don't mess up anything, you'll be fine. However, it is a learning curve, I will say that. So what we want to do is we want to let this cool down for a few seconds. And So it's a cold peel, so you don't want to peel it right away when it's hot. I tend to grab something in the shop. Usually I have like a mess up shirt or something cool to help this along. And once everything is cooled down, you're going to hear the peel. The more cracking you hear, the better that it's going to be. And that's according to a video that I watched that was supplied in the white toner group. So, and it's still really hot. So we're going to give it a few, and then we'll just talk a little bit. It is a great option, especially if you're doing like low runs. You can also do screen print transfers if you have higher end runs. Like we're getting ready to do like a 200 shirt order, and I have printed about 400 of these shirts with our printer on the starter toner kits, and we are not anywhere near empty. So when you buy your printer and it comes with the starter kit, as long as you're using the Forever Rip that comes with the printer, you will not have to worry about any ink. So when they tell you that you'll have plenty of ink in the starter kit, they're not lying. It's the truth. So what else? But if you wanted to do screen print transfers, if you have higher runs like 500, 600 shirts, you can do screen print transfers. And I go to F&M Transfer Express. I've been using them for years. They're pretty spot on. Any issues that you have, they're very quick to respond. If you have defective stuff, which is very rare, in my experience, they took care of us, and we never missed a deadline. But this, I love this. I've been looking into this for about 3 years, and I finally ended up pulling the trigger on it. It was worth the investment. The shirts that we're doing today, have pretty much paid off our printer. I think we got a special from Stitch It International, and Holly was my rep, but I think I paid close to $4,000. That came with the printer, the RIP software, and a sample pack of paper, which came with 10 packs of the Forever Dark, and then it came with Forever Light, which we haven't used yet. And it also came with something cool, and I haven't tried it yet, and that's tattoo paper. So you can print temporary tattoos for your kids or for your friends, whatever you want to do. I don't think this is cool enough, but we'll give it a little test. And we're good. So that is the transfer. So this is the film. So everything came off. You can see where it kept some of the white off of the shirt, and it kept it on the film, which is kind of what you want, especially if you're using a darker shirt. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but we'll put it up here. It's kind of like a shine. It's shiny right now. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to press it again for 30 seconds. And so I kind of lost you there. That was my fault. I hit a button on my gimbal and took us right off. But so what we're going to do now is we're going to press it again for 30 seconds. And that's going to take the shine right off of it, and it's going to go ahead and make it look as close to a screen print as possible. The hand or the feel of this transfer is pretty much a one-to-one. I've screen printed for years. We moved away from it. I just got tired of having ink all over me. And this is going to last you about 50 washes. As long as you do the instructions properly, which is turn it inside out when you wash it and hand dry it or hang it up to dry. That's going to be your go-to. So I just roll this right off. It's hot. You know, you would think after doing years of shirt that my fingers would be asbestos by now, but they're not. So, and that is your shirt. I mean, it's fantastic. There's no more shine on the shirt or anything like that. It is very matted or muted, which is what you want in a shirt. With that, I mean, it's fantastic. And you can see, I mean, it's in the fibers of the shirt. So it's not going anywhere. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful and useful. And if you were on the fence of getting one of these printers, by all means, take the leap. It's fantastic. Alrighty. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and we'll answer them for you. Alright. Happy New Year. Talk to you soon.